In the Field updates on Market Journal are supported by the Nebraska Corn Board. Let's head out into the field, get a check of harvest progress. Joining the broadcast this week, Ethan Zoreb from Litchfield, Nebraska. Here's our conversation from earlier this week. Ethan, thank you very much for your time. Let's first, before we talk about Harvest 2025, let's back up, get a little background on the operation.
So I started farming back in 2006 with my dad. We've got several guys on full-time helping us. Corn, soybeans, we've got a little bit of cattle. The cows are all dad's right now. I haven't made the jump into livestock ownership yet, but yeah, just corn and soybeans primarily out here.
All right, well, let's talk about the harvest. You got an empty cornfield behind you, so obviously you've been doing some corn. Have you picked soybeans yet at this point, Ethan?
Yep. Yeah, we got our soybeans out entirely. We were able to chew through those fairly quickly this year. Corn harvest is rolling. We've got a majority of our wet corn harvest out. We're going to bounce over and knock out 3 more fields of wet corn for custom work here in a day or two, depending on what the weather does on Thursday. But otherwise, we're just going to hammer down once this fog and wet weather gets out of the way.
When it comes to your wet corn, where are you heading with that crop?
The first stuff we did earlier went to Adams Landing Cattle. We were hauling in there when they set a couple daily records at the south lot. They brought in like 503 one day and 524,000 the next day. But this stuff will be going to a local cattle guy.
Well, as you look back on the past growing season, take us back to April, May when the crop was going in the ground. How did things look? How did things progress through the season to end up where we're at now in terms of yields?
Yeah, the way that this year started, I would have thought that we would have bore out some pivots. It was just super dry. It was never really overly hot. It was just really dry. And then once the crop got in, it turned pretty wet. And then we had our normal stretch there in August where it got warm and dry for a little bit, but for the most part, above average rains, especially during June and July. There was a lot of smoky days and cloudy days, and it was generally cooler for the most part of it. We're kind of seeing that result in the yield a little bit.
Well, here this year, there's been a lot of talk about the potential for record yields, both corn and soybeans. From what you've been able to harvest so far, what's the expectation?
Soybeans, maybe slightly better than last year, but I would say that's last year we harvested a lot of them that were 10 and under moisture. This year we were able to, pick our last field and it averaged probably 13 or just a tick over. So that makes a big difference, not having the really dry finish. I know Eastern Corn Belt didn't have that. They were very dry. Corn is not impressive this year. I'd say definitely under last year, and last year wasn't very impressive either.